Hello, I'm back from a cardiology appointment that I had been waiting on today. And a couple of things before I even get into the cardiology appointment, two things kind of hit me as I was sitting in the parking lot. The first one is, when did I get to be so suburban? I grew up in the city of Chicago. My whole life was spent there. But yet today, coming from the suburbs, I found it necessary to leave for my appointment about 2.5 hours before I needed to be there, just to make sure that I could beat the traffic and that, anything could happen. And subsequently was an hour and a half, almost 2 hours early for my appointment. That was one thought. And then the next thought was, when did I decide to, as I was putting on my puffy snow boots, choose function over style so that I wouldn't fall down? That would never have happened a few years ago. So I thought to myself, when did all of these things change? And I guess it has changed as I have become an old hag. I don't know, but those were my thoughts for today, waiting at the cardiologist's office an hour ahead of time, or an hour and a half ahead of time. Anyway, so I had my cardiologist appointment, and I really don't have a clear path yet. I have to see another cardiologist to decide if I can have a procedure called an alcohol ablation versus a procedure where we have to have open heart surgery. And they're hoping that I could have the alcohol ablation because it's a less recovery time and those kind of things. But that would mean that I probably would end up having a pacemaker. But again, I have to wait for another cardiologist to kind of discuss that situation. So no major stress has been relieved, I guess, at this point, other than, I played the game of worst case scenario and that didn't happen. So, that's where I'm kind of at. So I certainly will update when I know more. But those were my thoughts for today, my appointment, and my trip to downtown and feeling my age for sure. And I have to stop being an old lady, I guess. But that's it. I'll update when I have more information. Bye.